However, that did not stop Elias Pettersson from making a huge impression on Canucks fans. A very favorable impression on Canucks fans. The type of impression on Canucks fans that would make Canucks fans say, "Cody who?" Hey Canucks fans, and welcome to Clay's Canucks Commentary. Earlier this evening, I was at the Vancouver Canucks Summer Showdown, also known as their top prospects game at Rogers Arena. I took my wife Gail, my son Jacob, my daughter Kayla, who you'll see a bit later. The only one that was missing from our family was my eldest son Sean, who was actually on a date with his girlfriend for celebrating their 1-year dating anniversary. I know. There were 5,000 season ticket members at the game, making it the Canucks' biggest ever summer gathering. And you could tell there was a lot of excitement and anticipation among the fan base, especially after the club had a pretty decent end of the month of June and started the month of July with the expansion draft, the entry draft, and of course free agency. So we got there around 5:20. We enjoyed some free food. Isn't it amazing how food tastes better when you don't have to pay for it? And then we were pleasantly surprised when my good friend and collaborator, Ariel Tuliel, stepped out to sing the national anthem. She performed spectacularly as usual, and as soon as she was done, it was time for the showdown between Team White and Team Blue. Each team had 18 players, comprised of draft picks from the past 3 or 4 years, 10 forwards, 6 D-men, and 2 goalies. And looking at the program, it looked like Team White would have a distinct advantage over Team Blue. On Team White, you had guys like Brock Boeser, Elias Pettersson, Cole Lynn, Jonathan Dahlen, and Olli Juolevi. Contrast that to Team Blue, who had Griffin Molino, who played for the Canucks last year, Adam Gaudette, a guy who I was really interested in seeing, Petrus Palmu, and goaltender Michael DiPietro. After a tentative start, the game was entertaining and exciting enough. And it was wonderful to see all of these players, a lot of them who will hopefully don Canucks uniforms in the next few years, on the ice together. A few insights on some of the players. Brock Boeser looked good. He didn't dominate necessarily, but you could tell that he was quite seasoned and among the most experienced of all the players there, and he had a nice control and poise to his game. Speaking of poise, I was very impressed with defenseman Olli Juolevi, our first round pick from last year, 5th overall. Every time he was on the ice, he seemed to have the puck or be around the puck. He had good control, good patience, good poise, as I mentioned. He made a few good offensive forays into the opposition zone, and overall, just had a very strong game. Another player who had a strong game was forward Adam Gaudette, the 149th pick overall in the 2015 draft. He had 2 goals, he looked dangerous every time he was on the ice, and he had no problem driving to the net at will. One player I really noticed was Zack MacEwen. In fact, I think everyone in the arena noticed Zack MacEwen. He had a few pretty end-to-end rushes, he had a nice goal from the slot, and paired with Brock Boeser, they made a very dangerous combo, both 4-on-4 and 3-on-3. A few other notables. I thought that Jacob Stuckel was quite noticeable. I thought that Petrus Palmu had a few moments, a few scoring chances. I also thought that Griffin Molino was noticeable, mostly because of his speed. And I thought a few of the D-men handled themselves quite well, including Matt Broussard, Cole Candela, and Jack Rathbone. Another D-man that I noticed for a different reason was Simon Chen from Beijing. Maybe I'm a little biased toward the Asian players, but he certainly got a nice ovation from the Rogers Arena crowd. Lastly, let's talk about Jonathan Dahlen and Elias Pettersson, our #1 draft pick from this year. Now, a lot has been said about their chemistry because they played together in the past and they have a chance to play together this year, perhaps in the Swedish Elite League and definitely on the Vancouver Canucks going forward as a potential first-line pairing. Tonight, the chemistry wasn't really there. I know Dahlen got sprung for 1 breakaway, but a lot of times that Pettersson and Dahlen were on the ice together, they're actually chasing the puck around their own end a little bit. However, that did not stop Elias Pettersson from making a huge impression on Canucks fans. A very favorable impression on Canucks fans. The type of impression on Canucks fans that would make Canucks fans say, "Cody who?" Pettersson had 2 beautiful goals in the scrimmage. The first one was a beautiful deke in close, and he tucked the puck in on his forehand. The second goal saw him gain the blue line, move into the slot, make a couple of beautiful moves, including a nice toe drag, and then snapping the puck past the goalie. But he saved his best for last. As part of the shootout, in which every Canucks skater had a chance to score, he did this.
Elias Pettersson.
What a beautiful goal. And I don't even know if my live video does justice to his skill and to his soft hands, but it was a beautiful thing to see live. It was actually quite amazing, quite enthralling, and I can't wait to see what he does in a Canucks uniform 2 or 3 years down the road. And as I tweeted from the Summer Showdown, there's only one other player in Canucks franchise history that I think could dangle the way Pettersson does. And that, of course, would be the Russian rocket, Pavel Bure. But don't just take my word for it. I brought my 9-year-old daughter Kayla with me to the Summer Showdown.
Hi.
Did you have fun?
Yes.
Awesome. So let's get Kayla's instant analysis and insight on some of tonight's players. Brock Boeser.
Good.
Olli Juolevi.
Good.
Adam Gaudette.
Good.
Zach McEwen.
Good.
Elias Pettersson.
Very good. He was amazing.
I agree. He was amazing. And Kayla, it's getting late. I think it's time for you to go to bed.
Not good.
So overall, it was a fun night. It was an entertaining night. And it was a night where we as Canucks fans got a glimpse, even if it was a small one, into the future. And dare I say that with guys like Brock Boeser, Olli Juolevi, Adam Gaudette, Jonathan Dahlen, and of course, Elias Pettersson, that the future indeed looks bright. Canucks fans, I want to hear from you. Were you at the Summer Showdown live? Did you watch it on Facebook? Which players stood out to you, and which players are you most excited about? Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what you think. Thanks for watching. I invite you to subscribe to this channel and share this video with friends. God bless, and go Canucks go.